Hey guys, Remy here. So today we are going to start off with the most basic robot that any FTC team can build, and that is the Ranger robot. The Ranger robot's a great robot to show you how all the materials work together, how they fit together, and how they can get something done. So what it basically looks like is just a very simple robot. It just has a frame and just some electronics. These things can show you just really the basic fundamentals of what you need to know to build a very strong competition robot. So let's get to it. And remember that you can follow along with me in the Tetrix Getting Started guide. Okay, so let's start building.
Connect a 288mm channel to a 144mm angle using two standoff posts. Take two 288mm beams and attach one to either side on the ends of the already connected beams. Take a flat building plate and attach that to the bottom of the already attached channel. Once you do that, you're going to have to flip it over and attach another channel to the opposite end of the flat building plate. Now attach another 288mm beam to the other side of the structure. Take two L brackets and mount them on one of the lower beams. take a flat bracket and attach that using 2 standoff posts to the 2 middle screws of the 4 screws on the original 288mm beam. Take 2 of the 32mm channels and attach those to the ends of the 288mm beams on either side. This is the opposite side of where the flat bracket was attached.
Okay, so now we're going to make this thing move and add all your electronic components. So first you're going to need one of your batteries. Second, you're going to need a 3-inch rubber wheel, 2 of these. 2 of the 3-inch omnidirectional wheels. A servo controller, a motor controller, and one of the red wires, one of the black wires. A on-off switch set. 2 of these DC motors, 2 of these motor mounts, 2 of the motor wires, 2 axles, 4 bronze bushings, 3 NXT hardpoint connectors, 3 hex keys, your red, yellow, and white, red being the largest, yellow being the second largest, white being the smallest, 2 of these axle collars, 4 of these long screws, 2 motor hubs, 2 axle hubs, an ultrasonic sensor, a light sensor, various NXT Mindstorms connectors and pegs, an NXT Mindstorms brick, 2 NXT wires, and now let's get to it.
Alright, now you're going to want to take 2 DC motors and align and mount them into the motor mounts. Then you're going to want to attach a motor shaft to each and then a wheel to each. Now you're going to want to mount the actual motors down onto the 288mm beams. Mount them on the ends that are opposite from the ones that you mounted the 32mm beams. Now you're going to want to set up your Omni wheels so that you can attach them to the main chassis. After you've finished, now mount that Omni wheel setup into the 32mm channels. Connect the NXT connectors to the actual NXT Mindstorms brick. After you've done that, now mount the two Tetrix hardpoint connectors. Now put the NXT setup that you've made into the Tetrix hardpoint connectors. Insert 4 of the 3-length pegs into the available holes to make sure that the setup is secure. Now mount your motor and servo controller onto the robot. After you've done that, mount the battery pack and the on-off switch setup. Now it's time to mount and build your various sensors. What you're going to do is you're going to take the L-beam and mount it first to the ultrasonic sensor. Then you're going to take various other connectors and mount that with your light sensor onto your ultrasonic sensor setup. Now mount a Tetrix hardpoint connector onto the flat plate. Mount your sensor setup into the Tetrix hardpoint connector and secure it. Now wire your two sensors into the NXT Mindstorms brick. Now wire your robot as specified in the Getting Started guide.
Well, we finished the Ranger robot. If you want to see us continue and build upon this, don't forget to subscribe and watch the other videos. Thanks.